tanto jugando suelto como en competición. Tanto si se trata de un rápido 9 hoyos o de un gran 36. Tanto si juegas bajo presión o arrasando, siempre das lo mejor de ti. Nuevo fuel de FootJoy.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'll go ahead and get things started. We would like to welcome the Ortiz brothers here to the Mexico Open at Vidanta. We are joined here. We have Carlos and Álvaro. They are Guadalajara, Mexico natives. So how special is it for this event to be here playing as brothers and close by for an event? We'll start off with Carlos with some comments.
It's actually really special. Starting being in my home state, Jalisco, it's like a dream come true. I never imagined that we were going to have a PGA Tour tournament in Jalisco. And then second of all, having two of my biggest supporters from the beginning, Azteca, Grupo Salinas, and Vidanta. I mean, it doesn't get any better, you know. I've been in this property my whole life. My dad has worked for Vidanta as a contractor for almost 25 years. So I've been, when he's working, I've been here coming to the pools and everything. So I've seen this play change and grow over the years, and I'm just really proud ambassador for them, and I love that we're having a PGA Tour tournament and we get to host and receive everyone from the PGA Tour here. So I'm extremely proud to be here and to be hosting a great PGA Tour event.
Álvaro?
Tell a little bit about the same. It's a dream come true that we get to play here. That we've been coming for, man, I don't know how long. Since I have a memory, we've been coming here to Puerto Vallarta, and it's gonna be an awesome week. We have our families. We don't get to be together often, so this makes it a little more special too. I'm just super excited that actually the Mexican Open is becoming a PGA Tour event. You know, it's really special for us, for all the Mexican golf, and it makes us very proud. And hopefully the players will enjoy this week. I think it's a great venue. The course is in immaculate conditions. It's literally as green as it can be, so just super excited about the week.
And happy belated birthday to Carlos. I hear you have a dinner planned. What are the plans for the night and who will be joining?
Thank you, you too. Happy birthday for yesterday. I'm just having a nice little get together to have my friends, family, and just having a good time. You know, it's not always that you have a PGA Tour tournament in your backyard, so I'm just happy to be here.
And sticking with you, Carlos, this will be your 14th start this season. Just kind of a recap about your season and how your game's feeling entering the week.
Honestly, it's been an up and down. I've been battling through first a shoulder injury, then some kidney stone. So I'm finally getting healthy, and I don't want to jinx it, but I'm finally in good shape. I feel good. There's no excuses now, you know. Like I'm feeling great finally. So I'm just happy about that.
And Álvaro, your 8th PGA Tour start, but have been playing on the Corn Ferry Tour. How's your game feeling?
It's pretty good. I feel like my game is trending the right way. I feel like I've been playing really good golf in the last couple of weeks, but it's hard to say that when you're not playing the weekend. But I feel I'm making the right strides, and just super excited to be here. I think the course fits me very well. And I'm glad my brother is healthy, so he doesn't have any excuses when I beat him this week.
And we'll take a few questions from Kevin Price in English, then we'll switch over to Spanish.
Hey guys, I was wondering if you could kind of take the trip down memory lane back to how you got into golf and what your earliest memories are kind of playing golf and playing together. And then Álvaro, what you remember like as a kid looking up to Carlos, kind of playing as he was going through the progression, and how that might have inspired or informed your kind of approach.
I mean, when you talk about memory lane, I honestly don't have any memories without golf. Since I remember, golf has been part of my life. We've always been together. We've competed not only in golf but in everything. I've had many Nintendo controllers thrown into my head by him. He was a sore loser. He still is. But it's been fun, you know, having him be involved in golf and as competitive as I am. It's been great for us. I think that's pushed us to be better and work harder. Every time we're back home or like this we try to play together, and we always have a competition, and I mean, we both love it when we beat each other because we can give each other shit as much as we can, you know. So, as you said, as you hear him, he's already giving me, like, he's happy that I'm healthy, that he's gonna beat me, you know. So we'll see.
But yeah, growing up, I remember there was this group of his age that there were so many good players in our country club. So I remember me as a kid, I was like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, and I remember going to practice, and they were like the elite group of the club, right? The elite juniors, that they would like play together, they would like hit balls together, go chip together, and so me growing up, I always saw them, and my brother was part of it. And as time continued, my brother went to college, turned pro, so he kind of showed me the path of how I had to be done. And I learned so much from his mistakes and from everything, basically. So since I remember, he's pretty much been like my role model. And like he said, I mean, truly, golf has been so big in our lives since we were little kids. My dad, my mom, my grandpa, everybody played it. So it basically, we just kind of grew up in the middle of the game.
And speaking of the Nintendo controllers and stuff, what are some of the games you would play, and then kind of other things, some of the things non-golf that you guys would compete in and have competed in throughout life?
I mean, honestly, anything. Back home we play soccer, we break windows.
Oh yeah,
we broke the neighbor's window one time. I mean, Nintendo, FIFA, even the Tiger Woods game. I mean, we still play Formula 1 right now, and he's a sore loser, like a truly sore loser.
Yeah, wait. He
used to break a controller per week, like exploded. He would not like it.
What can I say? I'm fiery.
But even when we play, I mean, we still play like those games.
The board games.
Board games and.
Oh, our older brother, he's a crazy one now.
Yeah, but I mean, we compete in anything, and then I think that's pushed us to be great, and I mean, it's always great when you have somebody to practice and share everything with, and you work hard, and then when it's your brother, it's even better. Like yesterday, we finished playing, and we went to a gym together, and then we took a 10-minute ice bath, and we were like all shaking and giving each other shit inside the ice bath. I mean, those kind of experiences, it's great to share them with your brother, and I mean, I think that's why one of the reasons we've had success, and we've always kept improving, because we push each other.
Do you guys, had you ever played at any tournaments together when you were younger, or when would you have played your first tournament together?
Honestly, I think the first competitive tournaments we played together was probably almost a PGA Tour, like maybe
There was a couple amateurs, but I was like very young. El Aficionados?
I don't think we ever played in this, or maybe one, but it was. It's a 5-year age gap, so we were never really. When he entered college, I was already done, and I turned pro, so we never really played together until.
I think the first one was Quilhalo. It was Wells Fargo 2019
tournament.
That was truly like the first. I would say the one we played together and we kind of shared together.
The tournament. I mean, but we always played together back home.
And what do you remember, Álvaro, about Carlos's season on the KFT in 2014 and following that?
Oh, it was a crazy season. I remember I just signed with Arkansas, and I was getting ready for college, and I mean, I remember it was crazy how he played that season. Like, basically, I felt like every week he had a chance to win, and that really pushed me, like, going to college and, trying to get better, trying to go out there as quick as I could. And I remember he won the third one the first week I got to Arkansas, so it was pretty special, like, getting there, and, him getting his promotion to the PGA Tour, so it was pretty awesome.
Were you surprised at how well he did that year, or were you expecting that?
Well, we were like a little surprised by him winning 3 weeks, but we weren't surprised that he made it, because I know his quality. I know he's like an unbelievable ball striker, an unbelievable player, and truly he started playing really good golf even before that. I know he played great that summer before he turned pro. Then he turned pro. Both Q Schools European and the Corn web.com at that point. They were like, he played unbelievable. I don't know what his scoring average was. Like, it was something like 67.
Yeah, well, I made it go through both Q schools. I made it through all the way to final stage. And I mean, when you said surprise, I mean, you caught us by surprise. When you show up, you're a new pro. I had no idea what to expect. I mean, you show up, it's like, oh, let's see how good these guys. You know, we don't know how good they are. That's where he said he's learned a lot. Like when I went to college, I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to play to get recruited. When he was growing up, then he knew where to go. He got a lot of offers. He was able to really pick where he went. I really had no option. I was like North Texas or a couple other schools, but I had to redshirt. And my mom is like, "You're not gonna spend one more year without school. You're gonna have to go somewhere where you start studying right now." It's like, okay. I mean, other than that, I've always kind of showed him the way, and we've kind of gone in the same path. I mean, we're always learning, but that first year was crazy for me, for everybody. We didn't know what to expect. I showed up and finished third in my first term and said, like, okay, they're not that, you know, you're like, okay, they're not as good as I thought, or I'm better than I thought, and, you know, like and then you start playing, and then it's easy at the beginning, you know, you have no thinking, you show up, tee up, and hit it to every single pin, and it seems easy at the beginning.
Absolutely, and then last thing for me, what's one thing you guys admire the most, or one thing you guys admire about each other?
I mean, to be honest, it's hard to pick one thing, but I would say just sort of like his loyalty to our family. That's one thing that I really admire about him. He doesn't matter where he is or what he has going on. Like if you call him, he'll show up. So it's one trait that I look up to him and I try to emulate.
Yeah, it's the thing is the values, you know, that I mean, that's a lot from what we come from our family. Doesn't matter how many times we kind of struggle or fall or it doesn't go our way, we kind of stand up, and it's not easy to do, but it's so much easier when you have a family and guys like this around you, and then, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, I know you're struggling, I'm gonna keep working, get up, and then keep doing it again, and then he does that great. His whole career has not been easy, like all of us. He just struggling, but somehow he finds a way to fight and get to the next level, and he's done that unbelievable. He's shown, I've seen him, he's not even come close to play his best golf, or not even half, and he's already on the Corn Ferry and finding a way, playing half-assed, you know, like he's not all there, and I know when the day that everything clicks, he's going to be on the next, on another level, so I just admire that he just finds a way to make things happen, even though he doesn't have his best yet.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. With that, we'll go and switch over to Spanish portion. If you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand, and we'll get the microphone over to you.
Bueno, Álvaro, me gustaría empezar contigo. Esta ha sido tu primera temporada ya de lleno, en una gira, jugando fin de semana tras fin de semana. ¿Cómo ha sido para ti esta etapa en el Corn Ferry y el ya entrar en un ritmo de estar jugando de forma consistente?
Pues ha sido una experiencia que me ha abierto mucho los ojos. La verdad, el jugar tantas semanas seguidas, el planear un año, el calendario completo, es una sensación diferente y es algo que realmente no me esperaba y no pensaría que fuera así. Ya me lo había platicado mucho Carlos en cómo tienes que manejar tu energía, cómo tienes que manejar tus tiempos y pues, empezar a conocerte, ¿no? Y creo que estas primeras 8 semanas del Corn Ferry me ha enseñado mucho sobre eso, no es sobre jugar tu mejor golf todo el tiempo, sino saber manejarlo para cuando sea el momento correcto poder utilizar todo lo que tienes a tu disposición. Porque la verdad, no todas las semanas, son muy raras las semanas las que traes tu mejor golf. Y es saber aprovechar cuando lo traes y saber cómo pues llegar con tu mejor niveles de energía y con tus mejores niveles mentales a ese momento.
Y para Carlos, desde que tengo uso de razón traes Vidanta en la gorra. ¿Cómo es para ti estar en este lugar que durante toda tu carrera pues de cierta forma ha estado contigo?
Como les decía, es algo muy especial para mí, la verdad. Como tú dices, ha sido desde el principio estuvieron conmigo, han estado en las buenas, en las malas, en todos los momentos han estado conmigo, y desde antes del golf, ¿no? Mi papá ha sido contratista de Vidanta desde hace 25 años. Digo que conocemos este lugar, es perfecto. Antes de, si te contara cómo era este lugar hace 15 años, 20 años, donde está ahorita un lago, era el potting green, la casa club, y todo ha cambiado. Entonces, yo la verdad me siento en casa aquí, siento que soy parte de la familia Vidanta, he crecido aquí, soy parte de esto y me encanta que tengamos un PGA Tour ahora aquí. Me siento como parte, como siendo un host y quiero que la gente se la pase bien, que lo disfrute y que vean lo bonito que es esto, porque yo lo veo y yo espero que la otra gente lo aprecie igual que como lo he visto, porque el trabajo que han hecho para tenerlo como lo tienen ahorita y lo que han hecho en general para hacer este lugar, yo sé el cariño que le han puesto y más porque digo que mi papá hace las cosas aquí, entonces le tengo un cariño extra a todo.
Mi primera pregunta es para ti, Carlos. Quisiera que me contaras un poquito acerca de lo que estabas platicando, acerca de las piedras en los riñones, el superar la lesión y el tener la oportunidad de llegar aquí al México Open. Y bueno, ahorita les digo.
Pues nada, son parte de las cosas. ¿Verdad? Había tenido creo que la fortuna de estar sano mucho tiempo. Tuve un poquito una lesión ahí a final de año. Me costó trabajo, tuve que dejar de jugar en algunos de los últimos torneos. Y luego me tardé bastante en recuperarme, ya por fin empecé la temporada y la verdad es que ahora sí físicamente estoy muy sano y hace como 1 o 2 meses empecé con problemas ahí de pie de los riñones, me operaron hace como unas 3 o 4 semanas y ya por fin me estoy recuperando, ahí voy, o sea ya como te digo, más bien ya estoy al 100% y la verdad que está bonito estar sano, no tenía esa apreciación por la salud y ahora sí la tengo, porque la verdad es que no estar al 100% es algo feo y que no, a veces no valoramos.
Uno de los elementos para este México Open es la cantidad de mexicanos. Para ustedes, ¿qué significa formar parte de este field con 10 mexicanos ahí adentro?
Pues la verdad que es un honor y es algo muy chingón, diciendo así, para que tengamos 10 mexicanos jugando en un PGA Tour es algo que no se ha visto antes. La verdad es que lo que están haciendo gente como Grupo Salinas, Vidanta, es algo que nunca antes lo habíamos visto, ¿no? Es que se han metido de lleno al golf, a no nomás que se vea la imagen y ganar de eso, sino a ayudar. Lo están haciendo con un interés más de, no de lucro, sino de ayudar y realmente hacer crecer el golf y que las nuevas generaciones tengan las oportunidades que a lo mejor no tuvimos, que fíjate que para nosotros lo hizo Lorena, ¿no? El haber llegado donde llegó hizo que abrieran un poquito las puertas. Lo que hemos hecho Abraham, yo, Gaby, María, es de seguir haciendo eso y estas empresas que están sumando a que siga creciendo, ¿no? ¿Cuándo te hubieras imaginado que hace 10 años que 10 mexicanos iban jugando un PGA Tour? O que hubiéramos tenido 2 PGA Tours ya en México. O sea, eso es algo que no se ha visto antes y la verdad que, pues que tío, qué chingón que podamos tener estas cosas aquí en México.
Pues la verdad, como dice Carlos, creo que es un reflejo del buen trabajo que se está haciendo y de cómo está creciendo este deporte en nuestro país. La verdad, esperemos que siga creciendo y todo tipo de gente tenga la chance en un futuro, en los próximos 10 años, que realmente esté creciendo y siga creciendo y tenga la chance de probar este deporte que realmente es el mejor deporte que existe en mis ojos. Y es una escuela, ¿no? No solo es un deporte, pero también te enseña todo lo que necesitas para la vida. Y creo que como dice Carlos, muchas de las empresas están sumando porque pues promover esto es promover el futuro de nuestro país. O sea, vamos a un mejor rumbo si se juega el deporte del golf, si se juegan deportes, y pues para mí es un honor poder ser parte de este grupo de jugadores y pues la verdad muy emocionado de poder compartir con ellos esta gran semana.
Pregunta para los dos, ya lo platicaron un poquito en inglés, pero ¿qué representa estar tan cerca de su casa y tener un evento del PGA Tour a unas cuantas horas en carretera de su casa?
No, pues algo increíble, ¿no? Aquí a Vallarta hemos venido desde chiquitos, es el lugar que toda la gente de Guadalajara vacaciona y tener un PGA Tour aquí, yo nunca me hubiera imaginado, hace un año me hubiera dicho y nunca me hubiera imaginado que hubiera un PGA Tour en Vallarta. La verdad que estoy súper emocionado, la verdad que estoy contento que la gente venga y conozca de dónde soy yo, mis amigos del PGA Tour, que vean lo bonito que es México, lo padre que está Vidanta, lo que tenemos que ofrecer y es algo que a mí me honra y me siento como un host, me siento que tenemos un deber en enseñarles lo que podemos ofrecer y lo que se puede hacer en lugares como este. Y la verdad es que de lo que ha hablado la gente está contenta, no se imagina un lugar tan bonito y bueno, teniendo 10 mexicanos jugando en el torneo es una cereza arriba del pastel.
Bueno, creo que no hay mucho que agregar a eso, pero sí, la verdad, pues para nosotros es algo muy especial. En especial, como lo mencioné antes, el el que toda la familia esté aquí, en que muchos de nuestros mejores amigos de toda la vida vengan a vernos, que vengan a estar aquí, que vengan a disfrutar. Y pues también que la gente que vaya a ver este torneo en la tele, que probablemente se transmite en todo el mundo, vea lo bonito que es este lugar, ¿no? Lo bonito que es México y lo que, como dice Carlos, que tenemos que ofrecer. Y no solo pues, en el golf, pero también como cultura. Creo que es una gran exposición de nuestros valores como país y pues esperemos que sea una gran semana.
Cuando ganaste el Abierto Mexicano el año pasado, eso fue lo que ayudó a que amarraras el pase al Corn Ferry Tour. Cuando te enteras que te invitan al ahora Mexico Open por ser campeón defensor, ¿alguna vez te cruzó por la cabeza y qué sentiste?
Pues sí, a lo mejor en mis sueños sí pensaba que por ser el defensor del torneo me iban a invitar, pero la verdad muy agradecido que realmente están haciendo ese sueño realidad, ¿no? Un agradecimiento total a todos los organizadores, a Vidanta, al Grupo Salinas y todos los que están haciendo posible esto y los que me dieron a mí la oportunidad. Y pues la verdad, muy emocionado de defender mi primer título en el PGA Tour, ¿no? No se puede decir eso todos los días y pues espero poderme darme la chance el fin de semana de poder hacerlo, ¿no? De estar ahí cerca del liderato y a ver qué pasa.
Gracias. Carlos, si nos pudieras decir de manera breve, ¿cómo ha cambiado, no sé, tu vida desde Houston, Juegos Olímpicos y hoy estar jugando en casa? De manera breve, ¿cómo podrías resumir?
No, la verdad no ha cambiado mucho, sigo siendo la misma persona. La verdad, si cualquier cosa, pues estar expuesto a ganar un PGA Tour, a jugar en los Juegos Olímpicos, a mí me da más hambre a seguir entrenando más fuerte para poder seguir poniendo el nombre de México en alto y eso significa que va a seguir ayudando a crecer el golf en México, a que haya más niños involucrados. Realmente conmigo no ha cambiado mucho, sino es que cualquier cosa tengo más hambre de seguir y hacer más cosas.
Y Álvaro, decía John Ram en la conferencia que si bien él es la cara del torneo, pues es difícil competir con mexicanos, ¿no? Que están en casa. Este tema de que sean ustedes locales, del tema histórico que ya comentaban de 10 mexicanos en un evento como este, ¿les pone a ustedes, no sé, más presión, lo disfrutan más? ¿Cómo lo toman ustedes?
Pues la verdad para mí es igual. En tema de que sí es más especial porque pues estamos con mi familia, estamos aquí en nuestro jardín, al final de cuentas estamos al lado de nuestra casa. Sí lo hace más especial, pero en términos del torneo es lo mismo, ¿no? Sigue siendo otra semana, sigue siendo la misma preparación y es el mismo enfoque, el venir, intentar hacerlo mejor y tener una buena semana, ¿no? Creo que al final de cuentas no creo que no cambia nada para ninguno de nosotros y como digo, es solo más especial el simple hecho de que estamos aquí en México, pero nada más.
Okay. ¿Van a apostar algo ustedes?
Legalmente no podemos decir nada. Se supone que no podemos apostar. We can't bet right on the
All right, that's all the time we have for questions. Thank you both for joining us, and we wish you the best of luck this week.
Nuevo Pro SL no tiene clavos, pero tiene un agarre increíble. Con una plancha de carbono adicional para optimizar el retorno de energía y un nuevo y moderno diseño, el zapato original de máximo rendimiento sin clavos tiene algunas ventajas importantes.